Hey, how are you guys doing? I'm here today to do like a hair cutting tips, some hair cutting tips. It's okay if you want to trim your hair yourself at home. It's quite easy to do. You can actually do that yourself. But when it comes to actually getting a haircut, like you want to get like a cut, that's something that you would definitely need to go to a stylist for because I can't even cut my own hair. Like this shape that I have with my hair that some of you guys been asking about, that's more of a haircut. That's not anything you would get as far as a trim. So that's something that you probably would need to go to a stylist to get done. But as far as a trim, you can do yourself. And basically, one key element about doing a trim yourself at home is you want to make sure you have the right tool. You don't want to cut your hair with regular scissors. Matter of fact, you don't want to cut your hair with scissors at all. What scissors can do, they can cause you to have more split ends. You need to cut your hair with actual shears. And on top of the shears, you need to make sure that the shears are actually sharp because a dull shear can act just like a scissor. The second tip about cutting your hair at home, giving yourself a trim, is it's up to you, but my professional advice, I would cut my hair when it's straightened or when it's blown out. You can cut your hair curly, but it's up to you how much you take off. Because I can cut hair curly. I don't require people to straighten their hair in order for me to give them a haircut because I can see what I'm doing. I can cut hair curly. But if you're someone who's, I don't know, you're someone who's not completely confident in cutting your hair, you might want to cut it straightened or blown out. Because sometimes when you cut it curly, you can take off more than what you really want to take off. Because the curly hair can sometimes manipulate you and make you think that it's longer than what it really is. But when it finally dries, it shrinks up a lot shorter than what you want. So if you were to trim your hair at home and you're not very confident about your hair or about cutting in general, it's probably best if you cut it on straight hair versus cutting it on curly hair. Oh, another tip is if you're just trying to go for a trim, be careful in the angle that you hold your hair. Let's say that you're holding your hair starting off with down, just cutting it like that. You want to keep the rest of your hair down, cutting it like that also. Because I don't know if most people realize or not, but if you hold your hair up at a different angle, like pull it out or even pull it to the front, you can make the hair look completely different than what you intended on making it. And also when you cut your hair going towards the front, you're going to make the hair tend to want to swing back. If you cut the hair going to the back, like cut your hair back here, you make the hair goes and make it want to swing forward. So if you're just giving yourself a trim at home, you want to make sure you keep it all going the same direction. If you started cutting like down, you want to continue cutting down. You don't want to start taking it out and all up here. Unless you have a layer and you want to cut a layer there, then you can take it up if you want. But if you're just trying to do a basic trim, I would keep it all going the same length. Okay, another tip for cutting your hair. I know some people complain about having too much hair cut off. Not always the case, but sometimes it is the case where you might need that bit cut off because if you cut your hair and basically if you can see through your hair, like I don't really have any pieces in here like that right now, but when I do, I'll show it to you. But basically, if you can pull your hair out and you can see through it, then you need to cut it. Like, let's take this for example. Like, this is not a piece, it's just a piece that's sticking out, but I'm trying to give you an idea. Let's say that you have grabbed a bulk of hair and it looks like this. It's just very like spacey and you can see right through it. If it's like a big bulky piece, then you probably need to cut that piece off because that's where split end has started. But this right here is not split end because it's only a little piece of my hair, as you can see. But I'm just trying to give you an idea. Let's say that like you had this whole big chunk of hair right here and you have a lot of spaces in here and you can see through it very well. Like my hair right now, you can't see through that. So it's good. But if you have pieces at the ends where you can actually see through it, then those are split ends and you need to cut that off. And with some people that I've seen, they have like up to an inch or 2 inches of that hair where you can see right through it. And it's not because they got thin hair, it's because they do have some split ends and they need to cut it. But it's up to you whether you want to cut it right then or you want to cut it later. But the longer you wait, the more and more it will split up. So that's another tip. If you see ends and stuff like that, then you might want to go ahead and just chop that anyway. As far as how often you should cut your hair, you should cut your hair about every 3 months. Your hair only grows a half an inch a month. So if you're getting your ends trimmed like every 6 weeks, like some stylists suggest that you do, then you're not getting any hair growth. I know some of them say when you get a relaxer, you should get your ends clipped, and they tell you to get a relaxer about every 6 to 8 weeks, which I personally don't think you should. But they tell you to get your ends clipped every time you get a relaxer. No, you shouldn't get your ends clipped every time you get a relaxer, because if that's the case, you're not going to keep any hair on your head. It's going to continue. The hair that grew is going to get cut off. So you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, you only grow a half an inch of hair a month. So if you're getting your hair cut every 6 weeks, that's what, about 2 months? And you're getting like, I don't know, maybe like that's not even 2 months every 6 weeks. That's like a month and a half. Like, and you're getting an inch of it cut off or a half an inch cut off every 6 weeks. It's like you're cutting that half an inch off that you just grew. You just cut it off. So that's why you should wait to about every 3 months to get a trim. And when I mean by a trim, I mean a quarter of an inch, not even a half an inch, a quarter of an inch. That's if your hair don't need it. But most of the time, if you're consistently getting your hair trimmed about every 3 months, a quarter of an inch is good enough. And a quarter of an inch is probably about that much. That's a quarter of an inch. And me personally, when I cut people's hair, I let them know how much I'm cutting, and I actually show it to them. I don't just say like inch or half an inch. I actually show them with my finger how much it is, so we'll have a clear understanding of what's going on. Or if someone I feel need more cut off because they have a lot of split ends, but I know they're kind of funny about cutting their hair, I would explain to them why it needs to be cut off, and I would show them exactly what I'm talking about, like with the thin spaces. But if they still don't want to get it cut, then that's fine. I won't cut it because it is their hair. So what they do with their hair is their business. But I wouldn't be a good stylist, or I don't like to call myself a stylist, but I wouldn't be a good hair consultant if I didn't let them know what was going on with their head. Well, I hope some of these tips help. And oh, I have one more tip. I almost forgot. I have something for my newly naturals. If you just did the big chop, when I did the big chop, I honestly did not cut my hair for a whole year. I just let it grow. I think sometime with new naturals, they get all this information from YouTube, and they get very anxious and get a little wary because of information that other YouTubers are telling them. They just panic and think they have to do this and do that to their hair. As far as the hair cutting aspect, you don't have to cut your hair necessarily when you're just doing a big chop, because at that point you just want to let your hair grow and grow and grow, unless you're doing like a bunch of coloring and a lot of damage or something to it. But for the most part, my first year when I big chop, which was 2 years ago, 2 years and some change ago, I didn't do any cutting the first year. I just let my hair grow. And as you can see, my hair has grown quite a bit within 2 years. So don't worry about the cutting or none of that stuff when you first did a big chop. Just have fun and just let your hair grow and experiment new things. Someone actually gave me a great idea. I forgot your name. I apologize about that, but you know who you are. You sent me an email asking me if I can demonstrate it on a doll or something, and I figured that was a great idea. And so I'm gonna use this doll. I know her hair looks jacked up right now. This is not cut. It's just, she's just been laying in my car and she looks really jacked up. But I'm gonna use this doll. So she has curly hair, and I'm gonna show you how I cut my hair on her head. So that'll be a video that'll come up later, probably maybe the end of April or maybe early May. I have a lot going on right now, and so I'm trying to fit in a little bit of videos if I can, but I have a lot going on in the month of April. But after April, I should be back in full swing, and then I might have another break after that, because then we'll be moving. And I will let you guys know where I'm moving to. A lot of people have been inquiring where I'm at. Am I near that area? But right now I'm in the San Francisco area. But the thing is, I'm about to move, so I'm not taking like any clients or anything right now because me and my husband are about to move. My husband's in the military, and we're about to head out and move somewhere else. I don't know where I'm moving to right now, but as soon as I find out, I will let you guys know. Okay. And I also wanted to thank DPrincess1374. She did a video about me styling her sister hair, which her sister is a very lovely person. She did a video about me styling her hair, and I was just really touched and honored that she mentioned me in her video because I've been watching her video for a while, and she gives really good advice. So and you guys haven't checked out DPrincess28, you should check her out. And I'm going to tell you guys someone else who's really good, who I've been watching a long time. I actually been watching her ever since I've been on YouTube. She's been on here a long time, and I'm surprised she doesn't have more subscribers than she have. And her hair is like absolutely gorgeous, and that's Kitty Cat. I can't think of her number right now. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. It is Kittykat1374. So if you guys get a chance, check out those two ladies. I will put their names probably below or either on the screen somewhere. But thank you again, DPrincess28. Her hair is absolutely gorgeous, and I appreciate the shout out. If you have any question, please send me a response or, some type of email or something. And I appreciate the people who've already done that, and I really enjoyed answering your questions and talking to you guys. I don't want you guys to think that I'm someone that you can't talk to, because I know my whole agenda and my whole thing about really making videos now is that I want to get the right information out there, because smooth out some of the false things that are out there, like about the whole no combs things and but just things like that. I just want people to love their hair, have fun with their hair, and not be a prisoner to your hair, because the greatest thing about me going natural is I'm able to do what I want to my hair. I don't want to be stuck wearing protective styles just for my hair to grow, and you don't have to have protective styles just for your hair to grow. Or I don't want to be afraid to straighten my hair because I'm scared I'm going to get heat damage. You can straighten your hair. That's the fun thing about being natural. As long as you take the right precautions and take care of your hair, you can do anything with it. You can wear it curly, you can wear it straight, you can wear it in twists, you can wear it in braids. You can do whatever you want to it. Just take care of your hair. I'm more about taking care of your hair. I'm all for the natural hair, but at the same time, I want to make it look good, and I want to make it look fly. And I want people to want to go natural. I don't want people to walk down the street and have a bad idea about natural hair. Like everybody who wear natural hair wear like, I don't know, braids and twists and stuff all the time, which I think braids and twists are beautiful if they're done right, because I wear braids and twists. But I want to show you that it can be glamorous also. And I want to show you that it can be versatile. And I want to show you that my hair can move just like the girl who got the relaxer. See, I want to show you that natural hair is just fly, and what we have naturally is the best thing that we could ever ask for. And so that's what I really want to do. I'm not out here to try to demand that you should have natural hair because that's what you should have. I just want to show you how beautiful you really are naturally, and show you that you can wear this hair and look fly with it in all types of ways. Okay, that's enough of that talk, and I'll see you guys in the next time. All right, bye.